friends, welcome to Sunshine Foods. Today we got really something exciting for you, so welcome on board. My name is Joy Fido. So what are we talking about today? We want something really light-hearted. We want to cook something that's so easy for everyone to do, and that's why we've decided to come and show you this today. Now, one of the biggest things we're coming up with is to look at meals that anybody can prepare. Why are we doing that? Because we want meals to be fun and easy for everybody. Let it not be complicated. I mean, one of the things that's really come out now for us to understand is this lockdown period when everybody could not go out to the restaurant to eat, and no one could go out. So it became really difficult for people to be able to eat or cook their own food. People were struggling. So we've decided meals that we're going to be bringing to you will be light and fun and easy to prepare, and everyone can prepare it. So today is one of those days, so stay tuned. Okay, so the main ingredient we're working with today is eggs. So we've got a pack of eggs there. And this meal is just, we call it the egg sauce. That's what we enjoy to call it in the house. And when we make the egg sauce, we can eat it with as many things as possible. One of them is potatoes, just boiled steamed potatoes. You can eat it with rice, you can eat it with pasta. So today is mainly potato we're going to be using. So these are the ingredients that will go with it. So the first thing we're looking at is the chopped tomatoes. That will be added in. Then onions, scotch bonnet, Maggi, garlic, and sometimes I like to add a bit of ginger, but that's extremely optional for you. You don't have to if you don't want to. And then we'll go with some spices or herbs, rosemary, and some Italian seasoning. Again, for the herbs, it's entirely down to you, whatever takes your fancy. For us, we really enjoy working with these two in the house, so most of our foods we end up putting that. So what we've done with the potatoes is we've peeled it already, so it's for you to peel it and just boil it. I'll just show you how I boil my potatoes so it comes out really fresh and nice. Otherwise, potato is potato, boil it the way we are used to. Another thing again is you may not want to peel your potato. Some people like to eat their potato with the skin. It's entirely down to you. So that's the ingredients, and let's start cooking. Okay, so we've got potatoes in the pot, and all you need is just a little bit of water, not too much. This is where lots of people get it all wrong. They think that when they are cooking potato, they want to put a lot of water. So I'm just sprinkling some salt now. And normally when I cook potato, I like to put just a little hint of herbs in it, just to bring on some flavor into the potato. And that's all there is to it. So what you then do is lower your heat to be really low, so it's not going to go too high and start to burn it. So when it's low, all it does is it steams it. You see that? So it's already boiling. And then what I'll do is cover it. And that's my potato cooking while I carry on with the other stuff. Okay, so what I've done, I've got the eggs all in a plate, and I'm going to just beat it. So while I do that, I add some salt to my eggs. Not too much. Salt's not that healthy for you, but it's up to you, your taste buds. I know people who just love to pile on a lot of salt, and then just think about it before you apply too much salt. Okay, once you beat it all in, what I tend to do with my egg directly, I just add the Maggi cubes in it. Because what it does, it actually, the taste goes straight into the egg than just waiting until I'm cooking. Again, we have people who absolutely hate Maggi cube. It's like saying the the worst of whatever there are, salt or Maggi cube, which one is it you want to pick. Whatever we eat these days is unhealthy for us, but ideally we always want to have some nice taste in our food, so there you go. Okay, so you keep beating this until everything goes in really well, and that is definitely ready for frying. Okay, so what I've got here is all the cut items ready for cooking. So your onions, garlic. You could have crushed it with a garlic crusher, but sometimes I forget I don't have that, so I just cut. I enjoy cutting it. So you can cut it or crush it, and then the peppers are cut. Nothing here is blended. You just cut, and that's it. And they're ready for me to fry with. Then I just sprinkle my rosemary on it, so I don't have to put it when I'm going to put them in the pot. And then I also sprinkle my Italian spice on it, and that's it, ready. Okay, so we're ready to fry our egg, and I'll put some oil in there. So depending on your taste for oil, go with the one you like. Most times if it's just me eating, when I'm frying egg, I go with olive oil, but not everybody in the house likes the taste of olive oil, so we'll go with the regular either sunflower oil or groundnut oil, or depending on whatever you find at the time. Because I'm putting quite a bit of egg, I want enough oil to do my work for me. So the oil goes in, put the heat on, and then you allow that to heat up a bit. Now the egg sauce is, remember, whenever you're cooking or you're trying to make something for yourself to eat, you think of what the benefits are. That's one of my biggest reasons in food. What's in egg? It's all protein. And what's protein for? Protein helps you with your growth, your maintenance of your body. And those are the things you should consider when you're cooking. Don't just cook anything for the sake of it. So it could have been chicken, it could have been fish, it could have been anything. So when you cook with things like this that are definitely healthy for you, you know what you're putting into your body. So think frying eggs. That's what we're doing at this very first stage. So the first thing that goes in, as usual, is your onions. And again, I try not to let my oil get too hot before I put these things in, because remember this whole thing about trans oil, or there's something about it where I'm gonna put a bit of salt here now. Remember, I've already put salt in the egg. I think I did, yes. So once you put that onions in, now you go with the rest of the stuff. So I was talking about trans fat, something like that. It all comes from when we allow the oil to get too hot. Now if the oil you're using is not healthy oil, coconut oil is a good one, olive oil is another good one. If the oil is not a good oil, its boiling point is very, very low or high, depending on what they say happens. What you need is oil that takes long to really heat up. That's the message. So once this cooks up a bit, then we're going to put our egg in, which is regularly or normally how. So definitely this is about frying egg. So this is what you would normally do when you're frying egg. And that's what's happening here now. Now I know the question may be, but I don't have this type of pot. Normally I don't cook this with this type of pot. I cook it with a regular frying pot. But because I'm making quite a lot of egg, I decided I needed something big so it will contain it. So in that case, I'm going to have to be working with this. Normally a frying pot will not kind of like cook it. This is kind of cooking it. Ideally what we want is fried. Okay, so now we've got our egg all nicely fried, and this is where the egg sauce comes in. You then take your chopped tomatoes and pour in it. So this is a bit like when you're trying to fry or make a stew or sauce, as my kids would prefer to call it. But instead of just your regular stew, you're having this stew with the egg in it. So that's the beauty of this. So the egg obviously is a protein, and then your regular stew. And now you can see why this can be eaten with anything you like. Now what you don't try and do is break this egg and make it into small sizes. You want them to be in chunky sizes so that it represents, let's say you were taking a drumstick or fish or whatever. So that's what this represents, and you have to leave it like that, and this time you allow it to cook. Okay, so now you can see how it looks. It's all nicely cooked now. Now we left it for about 5 minutes to just cook through. Why did we do that? Just so the tomatoes can really boil and take the sauce, and that's all, because the egg was already done anyway. So you just allow the tomato to become part of the sauce, gives it that really lovely taste, and it's all done. So that's us ready to serve. That's the potatoes. Remember, we put very little water in it, and you can see now all the water is gone. You can see how soft and nice it is. So avoid putting too much water in your potato, and you really enjoy the potato.